Today we're going to make a firework pendant out of our new product, Dichroic extract. This is what the final product looks like. It's actually 2 layers of the fireworks put together, and the supplies that you need are, I've chosen the Wismach Florentine texture. It's a type of flower that's texture on the surface, and I have a 2-inch square of black Florentine and a 2-inch square of clear Florentine. That's going to make my fireworks, and then I'm going to clear cap it with a smooth, thin 90 COE to match the Wismach. Okay, so here's my colors of extract here. I have the 6 solid colors that we offer, and a fairly fine bristle paintbrush, and a small cup of water, and I just use tap water. If you're concerned about the water in your area, you can use distilled water too, but I want to do is just get enough water on the paintbrush and get a small drop of water formed at the bottom of this spoon. That should be about enough. And then I get my first color of extract. I want to pour it out right on the bubble of water, as little as possible. You really need very small amounts. That should do it. And then I mix the extract in with the water and make a real watery consistency, even more so than pancake syrup. It's very much watery. You can see it on the paintbrush there. Okay, now I'm going to dab it onto the center of the Florentine and kind of work it into the pattern. And you can see it doesn't take much to just get the dichroic extract to flow in the valleys of the texture. Okay, now I'm going to do one more in the yellow color. You can see the water puddle, and if you kind of just massage the extract around with your paintbrush, it finds the little valleys. Okay, so now when I switch to another color, I just rinse my paintbrush in the water, and the dichroic flakes actually sink to the bottom, although they have very little weight at all. You can also rinse your spoon in the water too, and those dichroic flakes will float to the bottom, and you can dry that out and use it later at another project. So here's my container of water that I use for painting, and the dichroic flakes at the bottom. All you need to do is evaporate this water. We can gather up those flakes and use it another day. So I'm going to switch colors now to the next vial, which is, it looks like pink. So again, I'll create a small dot of water, small droplet, and then sprinkle the smallest amount that I can get on that drop. Should be enough. Now I'll mix it in to a very watery consistency. Now I got pink on the brush, if you can see that, and I'll start on another flower and just massage it around. So I fast forwarded here with my 6 colors. I'm on my 6th color, which is silver. And you might have noticed, if you've used the extract before, that the silver, it has a little bit bigger flakes than normal, and that's because it's a premium coating, so the thickness of the coating sometimes determines the size of the flake. So what I've done, I sprinkled a little bit of this out and crushed it with a glass rod that's rounded on the end, just to smash it into smaller flakes that are similar to the powder of the other colors. So now I've mixed my little droplet of water with the silver, and I'm going to paint the final color. Okay, now we're going to repeat this process on the clear Florentine glass, which will be our upper layer. And again, I'm going to get a droplet of water on the spoon. Apply the smallest amount I can on the drop of water of the color. It's a little bit harder to see. You might want to add a dark background to it on maybe a tablecloth or something, and you'll be able to see the colors a little better. So let's try that. Okay, so now I've put the Florentine on clear on a black tile, so I can see it a little easier. You can see the dichroic much easier. Allows me to paint into the texture and see what I'm doing. And if you get little areas of white, that means the dichroic extract is piled up on itself to the point of getting white, and it's kind of undesirable. So you want to mush that around until you see the color pop in again. So I'm on my last color here. What I've chosen to do was leave some of these flower patterns blank, so when I fuse it, you can see through the clear to the base color, so I don't want a lot of interruption on the top surface. So I'm going to use my last color, and I notice that just about to the very end of my blue container, so what I can do is just add the water directly to the container so nothing goes to waste. So what I'll do is get a drop of water on my paintbrush and actually add it directly to the vial, and that'll clean everything up so nothing goes to waste. Yeah, I'll do one more and that'll be about it. Okay, now here's our kiln setup. We're going to fuse the three layers together. I have my base layer there. I've let the dichroic dry out. All the water's been evaporated away. And then I'm going to apply my second clear layer with the dichroic up, so I get a little depth in between the two layers. And then I have my clear cap. And then I'm ready to fire. So my fusing schedule for these, fusing schedules vary, but I'll give you mine, and I usually go at about 300 degrees an hour up to 1400 degrees for about 20 minutes, and that'll fully fuse the three layers together and round out the corners, and then you're ready to cut it into your pendant shape or put a veil on it.